How you doing today, guys? Let's get a look at a Crkt High Jinx. This one is in the double nuked finish, all stone washed, first blasted, acid washed, and then stone washed. All the hardware to match the blade. And rounded off the flipper there ever so slightly, just so it's not sharp, right? This is one of my complaints, that had a nice sharp edge on it, which was not nice at all. I don't know why I said nice. Acid stone washed blade, took away most of the markings, the Crkt logo and all the other crap that was all over it. You can still kind of see it in certain lighting, but that's just the way it goes. This was totally bead blasted with a nice satin finish, and had all the logos completely gone. But when you re-etch it in the acid, sometimes those logos will come back. It just happens. I have no idea how it's possible, but I guess it actually chemically changes the metal when you put it back in the etch. It'll erase those logos again, or at least make them visible slightly. Anyways, double nuked handle, which took really well to this treatment because all the 3D milling, so you can see all the lines popping. All your handle, just a really cool look. In my personal opinion, this knife was way too shiny from factory. So this kind of dulls it down, gives it a more rough and tumble look to match the styling of the blade, with the nice thick blade, nice thick titanium frame lock. You know, this is a beefy knife. I was super impressed when I had this knife apart. We all know this rides on the bearing system, the IKBS bearing system. But what I haven't seen on many knives is this bearing actually has a hardened washer that goes up against the blade on each side, and then your bearing goes on each side, obviously, and then there was another hardened washer with like a groove milled out of it that goes up against the bearing and then against the titanium. So if that makes sense, there's a bearing sandwich on each side of the blade, all milled into the blade and then milled into the titanium. So all those tolerances in there, and everything's nice and tight on this knife. It was very impressive. I'm going to show you the next one. Maybe we'll do a takedown video on that and show you, just because I thought it was pretty unique. I've worked on a lot of knives by now, and I just hadn't seen that. And it's a great idea, because if they're hardened ball bearings in there, it makes sense to ride on hardened washers. But those washers have to be on the inside and the outside. Well, I guess they don't have to be, because like the Zero Tolerance 560, the 801, they do not use that system. But anyways, I thought it was kind of unique. Spyderco does a washer that goes against the titanium, just so it doesn't roll inside. The titanium is pretty soft, so it rolls on a nice hardened surface. But anyways, I thought it was unique because they're nice beefy washers that sandwich that bearing, and then all the milling inside. I don't know, pretty unique. Maybe that was one of the reasons it got Knife of the Year, or maybe it was just the killer design and everybody wanting Crkt to continue to push and develop this line. Somebody had a good comment in the last video. Maybe call it something elite, maybe Crkt Elite or something else, to kind of set it maybe aside in people's minds, that it's just another Crkt. Maybe keep that Crkt, but maybe call it your Elite line, or something like that, the Premier or something, just to differentiate between the regular and then this is almost a custom quality knife, guys. It really is. You talk about all that's going on inside this pivot, The nice pivot collar that also acts as a blade stop. The beautiful flipping action. You know, everything is a pretty nice knife, and they were both centered up. No play in either one. So this did have a little bit of lock stick on it, so I carbonized the lock face on both of them. Both. Yep. Did I say that? Not one, but two. So I got that one in hand to do some work on, and then a trade offer come through to get one for myself. So we went ahead and did that. Again, like I said, this is a great knife. Check out that thick blade in there. This one has that bronze and green treatment on it. I wanted to keep more of a green on this one, so you can see it's mostly green. If you're not really seeing all these contrasting colors here, go check out my Instagram. It is JohnsonKnives on Instagram, and you'll see some stills of this. My lighting in here is just fluorescent lighting, so it's throwing, my camera's reading some of this green as blue, and it's not in real life. It's more bronze. Not more bronze than green, but it's green and bronze. Very hard for the camera to pick this color up. Heat anodized hardware. There's a lot of work that went into this hardware, and I know it may not look like it, but first of all, had to protect all the barrels, right? So all your specs will stay the same, or my specs. This is my knife here. And then so protected all the barrels. Then I blasted them in a real rough sandblast, almost like a Chris Reeve knives finish. Then I had to chuck them all up in my drill press and satin them, because that satin really shows a nice satin when you go over a blasted surface. So you can see those satin lines in there a little bit more, and then it give us the contrast of, see how that's like blasted in the corners here, and then it's nice and polished on the highs. Anyways, it makes it pop and feel a little more 3D than it actually is. So anyways, blasted, satined, and then heat anodized, because this is all steel parts here. Anyways, pretty cool overall look with the rounded off flipper. You can certainly flip this thing all day long now. Carbonize the lock face. This one was a little bit sticky as well. Again, just a great knife. The blade steel took a wonderful edge. And I know some of you guys have these high Jinx out here. It was a question on Instagram if you could put a front choil in here, and you certainly can. This is an internal stop pin, and the pin's about right here or so on the bottom. So you certainly can do that. Or was it up top? Oh, it was on the bottom. Yeah, it was about, you can see it right there. Can you see it right there? It was about right here. So you can certainly, because it's an internal stop pin, you could take away all this blade here and not worry about throwing off your blade stop, because a lot of them have a stop pin right here, right? So therefore, if you take away any of this blade here, you won't have that stop. But this is all internal, so you could certainly cut as big of a choil as you want in here. Somebody on Instagram had mentioned that Ken Onion has a custom knife that is real similar to this, and it has the choil in it. So I'm going to put my thumb here just to show you what it might look like. There you go. So just imagine that cutaway. You're not going to lose much cutting edge, so we can certainly do that for you if you want something like that done. If you like what you see, well, maybe want to get your high Jinx done, I am only taking on anodizing work and refinishing work. No G10 work and carbon fiber work at the moment. if you want to, send me an email at JohnsonKnives@gmail.com. I get a lot of email, guys, and I'm very, very thankful. But if I do not get back with you in about, I don't know, I'd say a day or two, do not hesitate to send another one. Please don't take it as an insult. Just understand that I get 30 to 60 emails a day and live, you know, a pretty busy life with the family and all. So I will get back to you. But sometimes things go to the spam folder, and I try to stay on top of everything. I think I do alright. You guys see all the knives that are coming in and out, so there is communication there. These are fun knives. They really are. I wonder what they're going to do next, if they're going to do something. I think they have to, right? With Knife of the Year, that's quite a accomplishment. So I think they got to do something. I think we're all watching and waiting. Just maybe label it something different, just to differentiate between, you know, the regular CRKT and the Sebenza-like quality CRKTs. That's it, guys. Hopefully you have a great day. I've got tons of more videos coming up. Just stay tuned. Instagram is great. I'm Johnson Knives over there. But I do not think it should replace YouTube. There's something about just being able to turn a camera on, something about watching YouTube videos. Believe me, I click on the YouTube videos too to see what everybody's doing and posting, you know, just as entertainment. And there's not that many videos anymore, so I'm going to certainly make an effort. I say it all the time, but I want to make an effort to make more videos for you guys. I enjoy making them. It's not that hard. You guys know most of my videos are just one-take videos. If I mess up, I just kind of leave it all in there and just post it anyways. I do not reshoot movies or the videos. So all the mess-ups, it's all one take. It's kind of like us just hanging out, looking at some knives. That's kind of the vibe I try to have. No intro, nothing against anybody who has an intro, but I like my channel very raw. I need to do better on the lighting. And it's coming, I promise. But, I don't know, I kind of like the way I do things. That was a bad one. I thought I was going to hit the camera. Alright, enough ranting and raving. CRKT, hi Jinx. Which one, if you had to pick one, do you like better? I think I know the answer just from what was coming off of Instagram. And, I don't know, I like them both. Do like them both, but I can see this one being universally loved a little more than the green one, the green machine. So that's it. Have a great day, guys. We'll catch you on the next video. See ya. Did that look like a somebody said it looked like a lizard, the eye with the green and then the, you know, maybe. See ya.